So what actually is Attovia? I've mentioned it a couple times, but haven't really talked about it before. Attovia is the name for two things. One, the continent, and two, the planet the continent is on. And the people there refer to both things as Attovia for the most part. And they have some legend and myth that there are probably other landmasses elsewhere, but the sort of creation myth of the world is that this continent was actually brought into existence after the conflict of two great deities, Hormuz, this benevolent Titan stone god, and Kraken, and this Kraken called Graskoroth of the ocean. And the land was originally Graskoroth's when he brought it to bear to sort of take some of the realm that belonged to the Titan god above the surface. However, when Graskoroth's seven demon lords tore Hormuz into seven parts and buried him in portions of the land then became part of him, right? And could no longer be owned by Graskoroth. And so this is the tale that is told as to why this land is safe for us. Because the oceans around Attovia are not safe. You leave about a mile off coast and you'll be beset constantly by all manner of things clambering on board. Any farther than that, and things start to get bigger the farther out you go, which is part of the reason no one actually knows if anyone else is out there. Society in general is similar to your kind of typical medieval high fantasy settings, except there are some different improvements here and there. Some places like the Zycluster Empire in their larger cities like Zyklus City have systems of meta pipes that deliver this sort of magical energy to the richer houses of the richer districts, and they can heat water very easily and can keep food cold using like cooling bricks and stuff that are powered by these same pipes. But the crux of what the world is for setting wise, and I have written it to be a setting for others if they would so desire up on the wiki. It's maybe not finished, but I think someone could run something in it now if they wanted to, and that's what I've been doing for years now. The crux of the drama of the setting is that this continent is now in a 4 century long peace, and when peace lasts that long, it becomes 400 years is to anyone who doesn't live, several centuries, like a typical dwarf or elf type, is long enough for whatever happened 400 years ago to become myth and legend. And so there are tensions brewing in Attovia of war, and countries that seek to expand their borders who have not done so in hundreds of years. And this is what makes Attovia interesting for me and my players. If you have any other questions, leave them in comments, and I'd be happy to answer anything you're curious about the world.